stop, stop, stop!
They tell me you can never stop, but I don't really buy it. I'll go through anything to get where I wanna be. Nothing you throw at me gonna knock me off of my feet. It might take everything, so if you want it, you gotta be ready to bleed. 'Cause I'll go through anything, and you're gonna have to go through me.
True with Guns America, where are my 1911 fans that wish they could carry one every single day, but feel like the limited capacity and the size is kind of a problem? Now, I know that there's some of you diehard guys out there that are going, I'm right here, I already do that. I carry the big one every day. But guys, I'm telling you, Springfield Armory just came out with a brand new 1911 double stack. It's called the Prodigy 3.5 inch compact. And that's what you just saw me shoot. And this thing is amazing. So it is a 1911 double stack. You got a 15+1 round capacity with a flush fit mag in here, and you're not going to believe all the features that this little Prodigy has and how awesome it is to shoot. So before we jump into this, I do want to tell you a couple things. Number one, I am not being paid by Springfield Armory, and they did not give me any guns whatsoever to film this video or anything else. This is a completely independent review. I happen to be a 1911 enthusiast, and so this stuff actually does excite me, and I'm excited to tell you about it. So first thing that we're going to jump into here is one of the most common myths I hear about double stack 1911s, and that is that the grip is too big. I hate how big the grip is. My fingers won't wrap around it this way to this way. It's too fat this way to this way. Well, that is just not true, guys. We're going to show you today really quickly. We're going to just bust this. So this is a Springfield Armory 1911. It's a TRP model. Beautiful gun. As you can see, it's a 45 ACP. It's a very classic 1911. And we're going to just make sure it's empty, which I already checked it, but we're clear. And we're going to, I've got some calipers here. They're zeroed out, and we're going to measure it. So the first thing we're going to measure is from the back of the back strap to the front of the grip here. So, and we're going to measure it back here at the back where it is actually the largest. So right before the mag well starts, we are going to have a measurement of 2.17 inches from here to here. So let's just check that on this little double stack compact and just see what we were. So we were 2.17 inches. Don't forget that. We're going to check it same exact spot here, right where the mag well starts, 2.21 inches. So we are slightly bigger from there to there, but I mean, we're talking about not very much at all. Now, that's right back here at the back of the gun. It gets thinner up in here as it does here. But let's talk about the width. This is where the double stack part comes in, where everybody's like, oh, it's so wide, it's so thick, it's fat right there. Well, let's just check this out. All right, so we're gonna measure this about the middle of the grip right before your grip safety starts. And what we've got here right before the grip safety is we are at 1.34 inches. 1.34 inches wide, measured right here below where the grip safety starts. All right, we're going to do the same thing here right below where the grip safety starts, and that was 1.34. Don't forget that, because now we are measuring right here behind where that grip safety starts, and we are at 1.30. 1.30. So this is actually thinner than this. So when you're gripping this in your hand, thinking about how fat a double stack mag is compared to a single stack mag, well, you're not wrong. This one's a lot fatter, but it turns out that actually this is a thinner grip than the 1911. All right, so first off, let's talk about what comes in the box. Some of you weirdos care about that, so let's just go over this real quick. Now look, Springfield ships their handguns in a cardboard box. That's so you can throw it away after you get it. And then inside, they actually have a great little nylon zip-up bag, which I love because I hate storing gun cases. They've obviously got an owner's manual, some paperwork stuff. There's a chamber indicator in here. There is a gun lock. There's an Allen wrench and 2 Allen wrenches. And I'm not sure what that little black, oh, it goes on the Allen wrench. Okay, and then there's a bag full of optics plates that have a rear sight mounted on them. I guess I better show you what I'm talking about, just so you know. But this will fit almost every single optic out there that is available to put on this thing. So if this is the Agency Arms optic system that they work the Springfield Armory on, and it works great. So it's a steel rear sight here, and it allows you to co-witness, and it sits nice and low, and I love it. So, all right, let's get back to this. Also, oh, there's 2 mags in here, and these are 15-round mags, and then obviously the gun in the box. Okay, so let's talk about some of the specs on this little Prodigy 3.5-inch compact. So as you can see right here, we have a 3.5-inch bull barrel, and it's actually stainless steel, but it's DLC coated, so it is really slick. In fact, I've been shooting the crap out of this gun, and there's nothing sticking to that barrel. Also, as you can see in here, there is a captured guide rod, a dual captured spring in here, which is it's really smooth, so I can't say anything bad about it, especially in this short of a gun. Really, really nice. Let's jump up to the slide here. The slide's got serrations in the front, in the back. It's got a tritium sight here in the front that glows in the dark. It's a steel sight. It is not tri-topped or flat-topped or anything like that. It's just rounded. There's no machining on the top of it, just fine. We already talked about the optics cut here, different plates. I have mounted on this a Trijicon, the RMR HD2, and you're not going to believe this, but look how far over that ejection port that optic sits. And it's partly because the optic actually does that. So let me lock this open and check that out. And I haven't had a single malfunction out of this gun of any kind. It has just run like a machine. And I'm surprised because I thought it was possible this could induce a malfunction, and it hasn't. So I'm honestly super happy with that. All right, let's talk about the frame for a second. So the frame itself is actually a aluminum frame to save some weight, and it does that. The gun, even though it has a bull barrel, is really not too heavy, very carryable or packable, concealable, whatever you want to say. And so it is anodized aluminum, and then the whole slide and frame are Cerakoted, black Cerakote over the top of it. We've got the skeletonized trigger, and there are serrations on the face of it. We've got an undercut here in the grip, and we've got great texture. Look, it is cold out here today. It is snowing. It has been raining. I have had no trouble holding on to this grip. I mean, they're not so rough they're going to eat you. They're small, but they are, you've got great texture on this gun. It's got dual thumb safeties, so you can work this right or left-handed. You want to swap it over, and it's going to work great. I had no problem depressing the grip safety. Some guns I pick up and it's like, man, why won't this go bang? And it's because your grip safety isn't depressed. This one depresses very easily, along with the whole compact version. This is not a full-size grip. It's been shortened. The magazines that it uses are 15-round shortened magazines. Now, it will still use longer mags. If you want to run big full-size mags, they'll stick out of the gun further. But for concealed carry, this is where it's at. 15+1 is fantastic in my opinion. I mean, that's Glock 19 level, which is the standard by which we hold everything, right? A couple other things here. The beaver tail has been bobbed or shortened. It's not quite as long, but look, I have massive hands and I fit underneath that just fine. There's not any risk of getting pinched by that slide. So they did a great job on that. The hammer itself, we're going to dry fire this to show you it fall, is actually a lower profile, once again for concealed carry and to fit into this shortened beaver tail, but it's skeletonized and there is serrations on that. What else do I need to tell you? Mag release button is serrated. On the aluminum frame here underneath, we have got a Picatinny rail. It's a real pick rail, and there's 2 slots in it, which is great for something this small and short. My hand, how does it fit? Well, as you can see, I can get nice and high and tight. My entire grip, my pinky's got plenty of room to fit on the bottom of the grip. So this, in my opinion, is as small as I can really go and still shoot this gun like it's a full-size gun. And honestly, guys, it shoots so smooth and so nice. That heavy bull barrel in there is impressive. So you can watch the footage for yourself. I'm not some trick shooter. This is me really shooting the gun. We really put rounds down range on this. It shoots great groups, shot some super tight groups. I think we have a roll of looking at those, but I just can't say how impressed I am with this. Okay, so speaking of groups, these are the groups that I shot today in this weather. I shot them off of a ransom rest, not like a full mechanical one, but like just an actual rest itself. And this was 115 Winchester white box practice ammo, and that is a great little 5-shot group. I actually made an adjustment to the red dot, and this is 147 grain Winchester white box, and this shoots even better. So I have to be honest with you guys, I have great vision, but I suffer from an astigmatism, and especially in these kind of light conditions, the dot is just like a splatter of paint everywhere. So I can't tell you for sure that I could precisely put the dot back in the same exact spot, and I actually think that this gun is capable of shooting better groups than what I shot with it today. So I'm impressed though with how easy it is to shoot and with the accuracy. So a couple other things that you should know about this Prodigy 3.5 is it's also available in a 4 1/4 inch barrel. Everything else is the same, but 4 1/4 inch barrel. So obviously the slide's going to be a little longer too, but the grip and mag are the same. I didn't mention earlier that the grip itself is polymer. So this is not aluminum. It's the frame that's aluminum. The grip is polymer. It's a 9mm in case I didn't tell you that either. It is 7 inches long ways, 7 inches, and it's 5 inches this way. It weighs 25.5 ounces. I am a prosecuting attorney, and I actually get to carry inside courthouses and places where maybe normal people don't. I am actually considering turning this into my everyday carry because of how easy it is to shoot. Like, I am super impressed. I don't take that lightly. I've had 0 malfunctions with this gun, like is in 0, and that's with not like match ammo or with self-defense ammo. That's with practice ammo. Just no issues whatsoever. Now I'm going to get up to like 500 rounds before I fully decide, and if I decide I'm going to do that, first thing I'm doing is I have a buddy who has always worked on my 3-gun pistols, my 2011s, and I'm going to take it to him, and it's going to cost me about $300 to turn this trigger into something that's better than what the attorneys at Springfield Armory want me to have. So because it's got a thumb safety and because it has a grip safety, I'm comfortable doing that in this situation. It's one of the great things about John Moses Browning's 1911 trigger is you can tune them up to where they are just crisp and as good as a rifle trigger. So that's what I will do with this if I end up deciding to make it my everyday carry, is tune that trigger up a little bit. But otherwise, guys, this thing is ready to rock. If you want to learn more about this, you can go to Guns America website, where we'll have the specs and more information, as well as obviously you know what else you can do at Guns America. And then you can always go to Springfield Armory's website for specs and that kind of stuff too. I haven't always recommended that people carry or conceal carry 1911s with thumb safeties and cocked and locked hammers. I think it's more for an advanced shooter, but I actually want to know what you guys think about that. Do you think it's safe to carry a 1911 cocked and locked, concealed? I do it all the time, obviously, around in the chamber with polymer guns, real polymer guns, striker fired, but what about these 2011 or 1911 style guns? Do we do it? Do we not do it? Leave us a comment. Tell me what you think about that. We really appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next video.